Stop. Don't move. Something just shifted in the spirit. Did you feel it? That heaviness that has been sitting on your chest for months. It just cracked. That wall that has been blocking every door. It just developed a fissure. That cycle of bad news, disappointment, and defeat. It just lost its grip. I don't know what you're facing. A marriage that's going backward. A career that's stalled. A health report that keeps getting worse. A financial situation that defies every solution. But I know the God who specializes in turning things around. He turned the Red Sea around and drowned the enemy. He turned the sun back 10 degrees as a sign for Hezekiah. He turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. And right now, he is turning your situation around. Don't ask how. Don't ask when. Just pray and watch. I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the hopper, the destroyer, and the cutter, my great army, which I sent among you. Joel 2 verse 25. Father, I come before you with a situation that has been going the wrong way. Every time I look, it's worse. Every time I check, it's deeper. Every time I hope, it's delayed. The enemy has been marching through my life like a destroying army, taking everything in his path. Locusts have devoured my harvest. The hopper has stripped my fields. The destroyer has crushed my hopes. The cutter has severed my joy. But you are the God of the U-turn. You don't just stop the destruction, you reverse it. You don't just halt the enemy, you turn him back. You don't just preserve what's left, you restore what was stolen. You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy. Psalm 30 verse 11. Lord, I need a turn. Not a small adjustment, a complete reversal. Not a minor improvement, a radical transformation. Not a temporary fix, a permanent turnaround. My situation has been going one direction for too long, downward, backward, inward. But today, I command it to turn around. In the name of Jesus, I speak to every negative trend, reverse. I speak to every downward spiral, turn. I speak to every cycle of defeat, break. I will turn the darkness into light before them and make the rough places smooth. Isaiah 42 verse 16. Darkness has been my companion. Confusion has been my map. Rough places have been my path. But you are turning the darkness into light. Right now, light is breaking into my darkness. Right now, clarity is piercing my confusion. Right now, smooth ground is replacing the jagged rocks. I declare that my situation is turning around. Not next month, not next year. Now, as I pray, as I speak, as I believe. On the 13th day of the first month, the royal secretaries were summoned. They wrote out all Haman's orders in the name of King Xerxes, and they sealed the letters with the king's signet ring, Esther 3 verse 12. Father, I think of Haman. He wrote a decree against the Jews. He sealed it with the king's ring. He sent it to every province. The decree said, destroy, kill, annihilate. It was official. It was legal. It was binding. And it seemed irreversible. But you are the God who reverses irreversible decrees. You turned the king's heart. You exposed Haman's plot. You flipped the decree. On the very day the Jews were supposed to be destroyed, they were delivered. On the very day their enemies thought they had won, they were defeated. The king's edict granted the Jews in every city the right to assemble and protect themselves, to destroy, kill, and annihilate the armed men of any nationality or province who might attack them and their women and children, and to plunder the property of their enemies. Esther 8 verse 11. The same day that was meant for their destruction became their day of victory. The same enemies who planned to destroy them were destroyed. The same gallows built for Mordecai hanged Haman. Lord, there is a decree that has been written against me. The enemy has issued an order. Sickness, poverty, failure, rejection, loneliness, depression. He has sealed it with his lies. He has sent it to every area of my life, and it has seemed irreversible. But I declare, the decree is reversed. The king's heart has turned. The enemy's plot is exposed. The gallows he built for me will be his own downfall. The day that was meant for my destruction will become my day of victory. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Psalm 18 verse 19. Bring me out into a spacious place, out of the narrow, cramped, suffocating situation I've been trapped in, out of the place where I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, couldn't see, out of the prison of this problem. Rescue me, not because I deserve it, because you delight in me. The same delight that turned the tide for Esther, for Mordecai, for the Jews, that delight is turning my situation around. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Psalm 126 verse 1, KJV. Father, Israel was in captivity. For 70 years, they were slaves in Babylon. Their temple was destroyed. Their city was in ruins. Their hope was dead. They sat by the rivers of Babylon and wept when they remembered Zion. But you turned their captivity, not gradually, not partially, suddenly, unexpectedly, miraculously. Cyrus issued a decree. Go up to Jerusalem and rebuild the house of the Lord. The captives were set free. The exiles returned. The temple was rebuilt. The walls were restored. Then our mouth was filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then they said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. Psalm 126 verse 2. Lord, I have been in captivity. Not physical chains, spiritual chains. Chains of addiction that I cannot break. Chains of fear that I cannot escape. Chains of debt that I cannot pay. Chains of sickness that I cannot heal. Chains of rejection that I cannot overcome. But you are turning my captivity. Right now, the decree is being issued. Right now, the chains are loosening. Right now, the prison doors are opening. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Psalm 126 verse 3. I am filling my mouth with laughter, not because I see the change, because I trust the changer. I am filling my tongue with singing, not because I feel the breakthrough, because I believe the breaker. The nations will say, the Lord has done great things for them. My neighbors will see, my family will witness, my enemies will acknowledge. The Lord has turned my captivity. Those who sow in tears shall reap in joyful shouting. Psalm 126 verse 5, NSB. I have sown in tears. I have prayed through tears. I have hoped through tears. I have believed through tears. But I am reaping in joyful shouting. My tears are turning into testimony. My weeping is turning into witness. My sorrow is turning into song. Lord, turn my captivity. Turn my situation. Turn my tears into shouting. Hezekiah had asked Isaiah, what will be the sign that the Lord will heal me and that I will go up to the temple of the Lord on the third day from now? Isaiah answered, this is the Lord's sign to you that the Lord will do what he has promised. Shall the shadow go forward 10 steps, or go back 10 steps? It is a simple matter for the shadow to go forward 10 steps, said Hezekiah. Rather, have it go back 10 steps. Then the prophet Isaiah called on the Lord, and the Lord made the shadow go back the 10 steps it had gone down on the stairway of Ahaz. 2 Kings 20 verses 8 to 11. Father, Hezekiah was dying. The prophet said, "Set your house in order, you shall die." But Hezekiah prayed. He wept. He reminded you of his faithfulness. And you heard him. You said, "I will add 15 years to your life." But Hezekiah wanted a sign. He wanted proof that you would do what you promised. And you gave him a sign that defied the laws of nature. The sun went backward, 10 steps on the stairway of Ahaz. The shadow reversed its course. I need a backward miracle. My situation has been going forward in the wrong direction. Sickness progressing, debt accumulating, relationships deteriorating, opportunities diminishing. The shadow of my problem has been moving forward, getting longer, getting darker, getting closer. But I need the sun to go backward. I need my sickness to retreat, not advance. I need my debt to decrease, not increase. I need my relationships to heal, not crumble. I need my opportunities to multiply, not shrink. The Lord made the shadow go back the 10 steps it had gone down. 2 Kings 20 verse 11. Lord, make my situation go backward. Reverse the progression. Turn back the clock. Undo the damage. Restore what was lost. Heal what was broken. Recover what was stolen. If you can make the sun go backward, you can make my sickness go backward. If you can reverse the laws of nature, you can reverse the trends in my life. If you can turn the shadow on the stairway, you can turn my situation. I declare, the sun is going backward over my life. The shadow of sickness is retreating. The shadow of debt is shrinking. The shadow of failure is fading. The shadow of rejection is disappearing. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Why are you crying out to me? Tell the Israelites to move on. Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water so that the Israelites can go through the sea on dry ground. I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians so that they will go in after them. And I will gain glory through Pharaoh and all his army, through his chariots and his horsemen." Exodus 14 verses 15 to 17. Father, Israel was trapped. The Red Sea was in front of them. The Egyptian army was behind them. They had nowhere to go. They were between the deep and the destroyer. Death was coming from behind. Drowning was waiting ahead. But you turned their situation, not by opening a door in front, by opening the sea. Not by stopping the enemy behind, by drowning them in the sea. You made a way where there was no way. You turned their impossibility into a highway. The waters were divided, and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left. Exodus 14 verses 21 to 22. Lord, I am between a rock and a hard place. The problem in front of me is as vast as the sea. The enemy behind me is as relentless as Pharaoh's army. I cannot go forward. I cannot go backward. I am trapped, but you are the God of the Red Sea. You make a way where there is no way. You turn impossible situations into pathways of deliverance. You don't just move the mountain, you part the sea. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Exodus 14 verse 14. I am being still, not because I'm passive, because I'm trusting. Not because I'm giving up, because I'm handing over. Not because I've stopped caring, because I've started believing. The sea is parting. Right now, in front of me. A wall of water on my right, a wall of water on my left, dry ground beneath my feet. The way is opening, the path is appearing, the road is emerging. Then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at daybreak the sea went back to its place. The Egyptians were fleeing toward it, and the Lord swept them into the sea. Exodus 14, verse 27. The sea that was an obstacle became a weapon. The water that blocked their path drowned their enemies. The thing that seemed like the end became the means of victory. Lord, the thing that has been blocking me, use it to destroy my enemy. The obstacle that has been in my way, turn it into a trap for the adversary. The sea that I feared, let it become the grave of my problems. My situation is turning around. The sea is parting. The way is opening. The enemy is drowning. The Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning. Job 42, verse 12. Father, Job lost everything. His children, dead. His health, destroyed. His wealth, gone. His friends, accusing. His wife, bitter. He sat in ashes, scraping his sores with a piece of broken pottery. He cursed the day he was born. He wished he had never lived. But you turned his story, not just a little, completely. You restored his health. You doubled his wealth. You gave him new children. You vindicated him before his friends. You turned his ashes into beauty. You turned his mourning into dancing. You turned his captivity. The Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning. Job 42, verse 12. I declare that my latter days will be greater than my beginning. What I have lost will be restored and doubled. What has been stolen will be returned with interest. What has been broken will be mended and strengthened. After Job had prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as much as he had before. Job 42, verse 10. After Job prayed for his friends, not before. His breakthrough came when he stopped focusing on his own pain and started interceding for others. Lord, I pray for those who have hurt me. I pray for those who have misunderstood me. I pray for those who have abandoned me. I pray for those who have accused me. And as I pray, I declare that my fortunes are being restored. My situation is turning around. My latter days are beginning. The Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Job 42, verse 10. Twice. Not just restoration, multiplication. Not just enough, more than enough. Not just healing, double healing. Not just provision, double provision. I receive double for my trouble, double for my tears, double for my waiting, double for my pain. My latter days are greater than my beginning. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. Luke 15, verse 20. Father, the prodigal son was going the wrong way. He demanded his inheritance. He went to a distant country. He wasted everything on wild living. He ended up in a pig pen, eating pig food, longing for the slop. His life had turned downward. He was moving farther from home, farther from hope, farther from healing. Every step he took was in the wrong direction. When he came to his senses, he said, I will set out and go back to my father. Luke 15, verses 17 to 18. But then he turned around. He came to his senses. He realized that even his father's servants had it better than he did. And he made a decision. I will go back. Lord, I need to come to my senses. I have been going the wrong way. I have made wrong decisions. I have taken wrong paths. I have listened to wrong voices. But today, I turn around. I will set out and go back to my father. Luke 15, verse 18. I set out. I am leaving the pig pen. I am leaving the far country. I am leaving the waste, the hunger, the despair. I am going back to my father. I am returning to your house. I am coming home. The father ran to his son. Luke 15, verse 20. You are not waiting for me to clean myself up. You are not waiting for me to earn my way back. You are not waiting for me to pay for my mistakes. You are running toward me. Before I even get to the driveway, you are sprinting down the road. He threw his arms around him and kissed him. Luke 15, verse 20. You are embracing me. You are welcoming me. You are restoring me. The situation that seemed hopeless is turning around. The path that was leading to destruction is now leading to celebration. Bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. Luke 15, verses 22 to 23. You are clothing me with honor. You are adorning me with authority. You are celebrating my return. The feast is being prepared. The music is starting. The party is beginning. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my direction around. Turn my destiny around. I am coming home. A woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors and had spent all she had. Yet instead of getting better, she grew worse. Mark 5, verses 25 to 26. Father, this woman's situation was going the wrong way. For 12 years, she had been bleeding. For 12 years, she had been suffering. For 12 years, she had been spending. For 12 years, she had been getting worse, not better. The doctors couldn't help. The treatments failed. The money ran out. The hope faded. Her situation was spiraling downward. Each year was worse than the last. Each month was harder than the previous. Each day was darker than the one before. When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his cloak, because she thought, if I just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Mark 5, verses 27 to 28. But then she heard about Jesus, and everything changed. She didn't wait for her situation to improve on its own. She didn't accept her circumstances as permanent. She didn't resign herself to the downward spiral. She went to Jesus. Immediately her bleeding stopped and she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. Mark 5, verse 29. Immediately, not gradually, not eventually. Immediately, the 12-year spiral stopped in a single moment. The downward trend reversed in an instant. The worsening situation turned around at the touch of his garment. Lord, I have been bleeding, not physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, relationally. I have been losing life, losing hope, losing resources, losing joy. I have been getting worse, not better. But I have heard about Jesus. I have heard that you heal. I have heard that you restore. I have heard that you turn situations around. If I just touch his clothes, I will be healed. Mark 5, verse 28. I am reaching out to touch you, not with my physical hand, with the hand of my faith. I am pressing through the crowd of my problems. I am pushing past the obstacles, the doubts, the fears, the distractions. I am reaching for your garment. Immediately her bleeding stopped. Mark 5, verse 29. Immediately, right now, as I touch you, my bleeding stops. My losing stops. My worsening stops. The downward spiral halts. The situation turns around. Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering. Mark 5, verse 34. Daughter, son, your faith has healed you. Not your works, not your worthiness. Your faith. You're reaching. You're touching. You're believing. I go in peace. I am freed from my suffering. My situation has turned around. Now a man who was lame from birth was being carried to the temple gate called Beautiful, where he was put every day to beg from those going into the temple courts. Acts 3 verse 2. Father, this man had been crippled from birth. For decades, he had been carried. For decades, he had been placed at the gate. For decades, he had begged. His situation was not just bad, it was permanent. He had never walked. He had never run. He had never leaped. He had never danced. Every day was the same. Same gate. Same position. Same request. Same disappointment. His situation was stuck. It had been stuck for his entire life. When he saw Peter and John about to enter, he asked them for money. Peter looked straight at him, as did John. Then Peter said, "Look at us." So the man gave them his attention, expecting to get something from them. Acts 3 verses 3 to 5. He was expecting something. Not a miracle, a coin. Not healing, charity. Not transformation, temporary relief. He was expecting what he had always received, a little money, a little hope, a little help to get through another day. But Peter said, "Silver or gold I do not have, but what I do have I give you. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk." Acts 3 verse 6. Taking him by the right hand, he helped him up, and instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Then he went with them into the temple courts, walking and jumping and praising God. Acts 3 verses 7 to 8. Instantly, not gradually, not after months of physical therapy. Instantly, his feet became strong. His ankles became strong. He jumped. He walked. He leaped. He praised. "Lord, I have been crippled, not in my body, in my spirit, crippled by fear that keeps me from moving, crippled by shame that keeps me from standing, crippled by rejection that keeps me from leaping, crippled by disappointment that keeps me from praising. I have been sitting at the gate called Beautiful. I have been begging for coins. I have been hoping for temporary relief. I have been expecting what I have always received, just enough to get by. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, walk." Acts 3 verse 6. I hear your command. Walk, not crawl, not drag, not be carried. Walk, stand, leap, praise. Instantly the man's feet and ankles became strong. Acts 3 verse 7. Instantly, right now, my feet are becoming strong. My ankles are becoming strong. The crippled places in my spirit are being healed. The paralyzed places in my soul are being revived. The dead places in my heart are coming alive. He jumped to his feet and began to walk. Acts 3 verse 8. I am jumping. I am walking. I am leaping. I am praising. Not because my circumstances have changed, because I have changed. Not because my situation is different, because I am different. Not because the gate has moved, because I have moved. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my crippled spirit into a leaping spirit. Turn my begging hands into praising hands. Turn my sitting position into a standing position. I am walking. I am leaping. I am praising. A woman was there who had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years. She was bent over and could not straighten up at all. Luke 13 verse 11. Father, this woman had been bent over for 18 years. She could not straighten up. She could not look up. She could not see the sky. She could not see people's faces. She could only see the ground. Her situation had bent her. The enemy had bent her. Time had bent her. For 18 years, she looked down. For 18 years, she carried the weight of her affliction. For 18 years, she walked in a crooked position. Her situation was not just bad, it was bent. It was crooked. It was twisted. When Jesus saw her, he called her forward and said to her, "Woman, you are set free from your infirmity." Then he put his hands on her, and immediately she straightened up and praised God. Luke 13 verses 12 to 13. Jesus saw her. He called her forward. He spoke freedom. He touched her, and immediately she straightened up. 18 years of being bent, reversed in a moment. 18 years of looking down, ended with a touch. 18 years of carrying weight, lifted with a word. Immediately she straightened up and praised God. Luke 13 verse 13. Immediately, not after a process, not after a journey. Immediately, the bending stopped. The straightening began. The crooked became straight. The twisted became aligned. Lord, I have been bent over, not physically, spiritually, bent over by the weight of my problems, bent over by the pressure of my circumstances, bent over by the burden of my mistakes, bent over by the load of my regrets. I have been looking down for so long that I forgot what it feels like to look up. Woman, you are set free from your infirmity. Luke 13 verse 12. I am set free. Now will be set free. Am set free. Right now, in this moment, the infirmity that has kept me bent is broken. The weight that has kept me down is lifted. The burden that has kept me crooked is removed. Immediately she straightened up. Luke 13 verse 13. I am straightening up. Not slowly, not gradually. Immediately, my back is straightening. My neck is lifting. My eyes are rising. I am looking up. I am standing tall. I am walking straight. She praised God. Luke 13 verse 13. My situation has turned around. Not because my circumstances changed, because I changed. Not because the weight was removed, because I was strengthened. Not because the burden was lifted, because I was straightened. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my bent back into a straight spine. Turn my downcast eyes into upward gaze. Turn my heavy load into light praise. Jesus said, "Take away the stone." Martha, the sister of the dead man, said to him, "Lord, already there is a stench because he has been dead 4 days." John 11 verse 39. Father, Lazarus was dead. Not sick, dead. Not resting, dead. Not sleeping, dead. He had been in the tomb for 4 days. His body was decomposing. His sister said, "There is a stench." By every natural standard, the situation was hopeless. Death had won. The grave had claimed him. The stone was sealed. The mourning was over. The only thing left was to accept the loss and move on. Jesus said to her, "Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" John 11 verse 40. But Jesus didn't accept the situation. He didn't resign himself to the stench. He didn't agree that death was final. He said, "Take away the stone." He said, "If you believe, you will see the glory of God." Then Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." The dead man came out, John 11 verses 41 to 44. Lazarus came out. The dead man walked out of the tomb. The stench was replaced with life. The mourning was replaced with celebration. The grave gave up its victim. Lazarus, come out. John 11 verse 43. Lord, there are dead things in my life. Dreams that have died. Relationships that have died. Hopes that have died. Opportunities that have died. Call them out. Speak life into the grave. Command the dead to come forth. The dead man came out. John 11 verse 44. My dead dreams are coming out. My dead relationships are coming out. My dead hopes are coming out. My dead opportunities are coming out. My dead joy is coming out. My dead peace is coming out. Take away the stone. John 11 verse 39. I am taking away the stone of unbelief removed, the stone of fear removed, the stone of doubt removed, the stone of resignation removed, the stone of it's too late removed, the stone of there's a stench removed. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my tomb into a womb. Turn my death into life. Turn my stench into fragrance. Turn my mourning into dancing. Turn my grave into a gateway. When the wine ran out, the mother of Jesus said to him, They have no wine. John 2 verse 3. Father, the wedding at Cana had a problem. The wine ran out. In that culture, running out of wine was not just an inconvenience. It was a disaster. The host would be shamed. The celebration would be ruined. The situation was going from good to bad, from festive to embarrassing, from abundant to empty. But then Jesus acted. He didn't just solve the problem. He turned the situation around. He took water, ordinary, plain, tasteless water, and turned it into wine. Not just any wine, the best wine. The master of the banquet said, Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now. John 2 verse 10. You have saved the best till now. John 2 verse 10. Lord, my situation has run out. The wine of my joy has run out. The wine of my provision has run out. The wine of my hope has run out. The wine of my peace has run out. The celebration has stopped. The shame has started. The emptiness has set in. But you are the God who turns water into wine. You are the God who saves the best for last. You are the God who takes my ordinary, tasteless, empty situation and transforms it into something extraordinary. Fill the jars with water. John 2 verse 7. I am filling the jars. Not with wine. I don't have wine. Not with solution. I don't have a solution. Not with provision. I don't have provision. With water. With what I have. With what seems insufficient. With what seems ordinary. Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. John 2 verse 8. I am drawing out. I am taking what seems like water and presenting it. I am bringing my ordinary situation to you. I am offering my empty jars, my tasteless water, my insufficient resources. The master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. John 2 verse 9. And it became wine. Not just wine, the best wine. Not just a solution, an abundance. Not just enough, more than enough. Not just okay, extraordinary. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my water into wine. Turn my emptiness into abundance. Turn my shame into celebration. Turn my ordinary into miraculous. Turn my last into best. Suddenly, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. Matthew 8, verse 24. Father, the disciples were in a storm. Not a gentle rain, a furious storm. Waves were sweeping over the boat. The boat was filling with water. Death was imminent. Panic was rising. They went to Jesus, who was sleeping. They cried out, "Lord, save us. We're going to drown." Matthew 8, verse 25. He replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Matthew 8, verse 26. Jesus got up. He rebuked the winds. He rebuked the waves, and it was completely calm. Not slightly calmer, not gradually calming, completely calm. The storm turned around in an instant. The chaos turned to peace. The fear turned to awe. The men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him." Matthew 8, verse 27. Lord, I am in a storm. My life is like a boat being swamped by waves. Circumstances are crashing over me. Fear is filling my heart. Panic is rising. I feel like I'm going under. But you are in the boat with me. You are not surprised by the storm. You are not overwhelmed by the waves. You are not panicked by the chaos. You of little faith, why are you so afraid? Matthew 8, verse 26. Forgive my little faith. Forgive my fear. Forgive my panic. I have been looking at the waves instead of looking at you. I have been listening to the wind instead of listening to your voice. He got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. Matthew 8, verse 26. Get up in my storm. Rebuke the winds that are trying to destroy me. Rebuke the waves that are trying to sink me. Speak peace to my chaos. Speak calm to my panic. Even the winds and the waves obey him. Matthew 8, verse 27. My storm obeys you. My circumstances obey you. My fears obey you. My panic obeys you. You speak, and the storm turns around. You command, and the chaos becomes calm. You rebuke, and the waves become still. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my storm into stillness. Turn my fear into faith. Turn my panic into peace. There is a boy here who has 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish, but how far will they go among so many? John 6, verse 9. Father, the disciples had a problem. 5,000 hungry people. Only 5 loaves and 2 fish. The situation was impossible. The need was far greater than the supply. The problem was too big for the solution. Andrew said, "There is a boy here with 5 loaves and 2 fish, but how far will they go?" Humanly speaking, it was nothing. Humanly speaking, it was insufficient. Humanly speaking, it was laughable. Jesus said, "Have the people sit down." There was plenty of grass in that place, and they sat down. About 5,000 men were there. Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. He did the same with the fish. John 6, verses 10 to 11. Jesus took what they had. He gave thanks. He distributed, and everyone ate as much as they wanted. Not a little, as much as they wanted. Not barely enough, more than enough. Not just the men, the women and children too. Up to 15,000 people fed from a boy's lunch. When they had all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted. So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with the pieces of the 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten. John 6 verses 12 to 13. 12 baskets left over. More after the miracle than before. The situation didn't just turn around, it multiplied. The problem didn't just get solved, it got exceeded. The need didn't just get met, it got overwhelmed. Lord, my situation is impossible. What I have is not enough. The need is far greater than my resources. The problem is far bigger than my solution. How far will they go among so many? John 6 verse 9. By human calculation, not far. By human math, not enough. By human logic, impossible. Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed. John 6 verse 11. I am bringing my 5 loaves and 2 fish. I am bringing what I have, even if it's not enough. I am bringing my small resources, my limited ability, my insufficient strength. You take what I bring. You give thanks for it. You distribute it, and it becomes enough. More than enough. Abundantly enough. Overflowingly enough. Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted. John 6 verse 12. There will be leftovers. Not just enough, more than enough. Not just sufficient, abundant. Not just meeting the need, exceeding the need. Lord, turn my situation around. Turn my lack into abundance. Turn my insufficiency into overflow. Turn my how far will they go into 12 baskets left over. At the moment of my need, I will call on him, and he will answer me. Psalm 20 verse 1, paraphrased. Father, I have prayed. I have declared. I have believed. I have trusted. And now, I stand at the turning point. My situation is turning around. The sickness is turning into health. The debt is turning into provision. The broken relationship is turning into restoration. The closed door is turning into an open door. The dead dream is turning into life. The fear is turning into faith. The despair is turning into hope. The mourning is turning into dancing. The ashes are turning into beauty. The tomb is turning into a garden. The Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Job 42 verse 10. Lord, I pray for my enemies. I pray for those who have hurt me. I pray for those who have betrayed me. I pray for those who have abandoned me. And as I pray, my captivity is turning. My situation is turning. My story is turning. The Lord restored the fortunes of Job and gave him twice as much as he had before. Job 42 verse 10. I received double. Double for my trouble. Double for my tears. Double for my waiting. Double for my pain. My latter days are greater than my beginning. I have heard your prayer and seen your tears. I will heal you. 2 Kings 20 verse 5. You have heard my prayer. You have seen my tears. You are healing me. You are restoring me. You are turning my situation around. I will give you the treasures of darkness and riches hidden in secret places. Isaiah 45 verse 3. The darkness of my situation contains treasures. The secret places of my pain contain riches. You are bringing them out. You are revealing them. You are giving them to me. Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion. And instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance. Isaiah 61 verse 7. My shame is turning into a double portion. My disgrace is turning into rejoicing. My humiliation is turning into inheritance. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43 verses 18 to 19. I forget the former things. I do not dwell on the past. I see the new thing. I perceive it. It is springing up. Right now. In my situation. In my life. In my future. The night is nearly over. The day is almost here. Romans 13 verse 12. The night of my situation is nearly over. The darkness is ending. The day is almost here. The sun is rising. The light is breaking. The dawn is coming. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. The night has been long. The weeping has been deep. But the morning is here. The rejoicing has come. My situation has turned around. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. The Lord has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad. Psalm 118 verses 23 to 24. Father, I close this prayer with confidence. My situation has turned around. Not because of my eloquence, not because of my effort, not because of my worthiness, because of your grace, because of your power, because of your love. The Lord has done it this very day. Psalm 118 verse 24. This very day, the day I prayed, the day I declared, the day I believed, the Lord has done it. Let us rejoice today and be glad. Psalm 118 verse 24. I rejoice. I am glad. My mouth is filled with laughter. My tongue is filled with singing. The nations will say, the Lord has done great things for them. And I will say, the Lord has done great things for me, and I am filled with joy. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us, to him be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus throughout all generations, forever and ever. Amen. Ephesians 3 verses 20 to 21. He is able, immeasurably more, than I asked, than I imagined, according to his power at work within me. To him be glory. My situation has turned around. It is done. It is finished. It is turning even now. Amen.